We've seen watch brands do collaborations with video games before, but the Bulgari Aluminium Gran Turismo Special Edition kicks things up several gears, and personally, I think this is one of the most well-aligned watch collabs I've ever seen. Why is that? Stay tuned to find out. Hi WorldTempus family, I know it's been a while since we've come to you with something new in the showcase, so we thought we'd just get something in before the end of the year. Just to let you know that yes, the showcase is still living with us here in our office, and she does miss you guys too. After this video, we're actually sending her off for a little spa makeover. She'll be back in 2024 with even better cameras and video quality, so keep an eye out for that. The real star of today, however, is the new Bulgari Aluminium Gran Turismo Special Edition, released just last week on the occasion of the Gran Turismo World Series finals in Barcelona. Gran Turismo, for those of you who think, hey, that phrase rings a bell, is it something to do with cars? You're right, it is originally to do with cars. It's a designation for a particular type of automotive that emphasizes comfort and performance. But the Gran Turismo is also a wildly popular and successful franchise of driving simulator video games. It's kind of hard to explain the impact and influence of Gran Turismo, or more simply called GT. People call it a video game, but the quality of its design means that it's an extremely accurate driving simulator, and elite players of GT have gone on to train and compete as real-life professional drivers. So speaking of which, what do you say we take this little baby for a little test drive? We actually had the opportunity to check out a different model of the Bulgari Aluminium chronograph earlier this year when we were in Greece for WorldTempus on tour, but the Gran Turismo models offer something that sets them apart from the rest. That's right, I said models because in fact there are two special editions associated with this launch. This one here with the eye-catching bright yellow dial, and this one, which I personally prefer, with a brushed anthracite dial. Let's pop a little closer to the dial. You'll notice that the numerals are written differently as compared to the regular series model. The familiar elongated Bulgari numerals have been replaced with these slightly wider, vertically compact numerals, which immediately make the watch sportier looking. The tachymeter scale on the dial periphery is also something that links the watch to the world of motor racing, something that we didn't see in the other Bulgari Aluminium chronograph models. I feel like this would be a good time to explain and demonstrate how our tachymeter works, but the truth is I have to look it up every time to be sure, and then I forget it 5 minutes after. But I think this is it. A tachymeter scale on a chronograph watch allows you to find out the speed of a moving object over a fixed distance. For example, let's say we want to measure the speed of this little guy in terms of meters per hour. So what we do is we're going to mark out the distance of 1 meter and time him while he goes from one end to another. Let's say he starts now, and he starts racing along on his little legs. When he gets to the end of that 1 meter distance, we stop the chronograph and check where the chronograph seconds hand is pointing to on the tachymeter scale. It's pointing to 500, which means our little guy was moving at a speed of 500 meters per hour. Now, the beauty of a tachymeter scale is that you can use it with any system of units. It doesn't matter if the distance is 1 kilometer or 1 mile or 1 light year. So that's the end of our little demonstration of the tachymeter. Back to the watch itself. As I mentioned, I find the brushed anthracite dial to be much more attractive because of how it plays with light. It can appear darker or lighter depending on how you look at it from different angles. Fortunately, this is also the version with more availability. There are 1,200 pieces of this, whereas the version with the yellow dial is limited to 500 pieces. On the case back, you can see the engraving Vision GT 10th anniversary. Vision GT being the project featuring concept cars designed with the actual involvement of auto manufacturers such as Aston Martin, Mercedes-Benz, AMG, Lamborghini, Nissan, Subaru, Toyota, and Bugatti. Now, I said earlier that this watch represents one of the best collabs I've seen in the horological sphere, and it's very much to do with how Bulgari wasn't really seen as a serious watchmaker for a long time, even though their timepieces were extremely high quality and there were high complications consistently in their collection. Similarly, esports wasn't recognized as a real sport for ages, even though the level of mental agility, strategy, stamina, physical fitness and coordination, not to mention reaction time required to compete at the top level of esports, is as demanding as any traditional sport. The Bulgari GT watch itself may not be groundbreaking in horological terms, but I definitely appreciate the underlying message of it. Bulgari actually designed a Vision GT car for this launch as well, and you should definitely go check it out online. I'm not going to go into all the details of the car because I'm not a car person at all and would probably end up saying something really dumb, but I hope this video has been informational for you, at least on the watch level. So until next time with the WorldTempus Showcase, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel if you'd like to see more content like this, and have a great end of the year from the WorldTempus team and the Bulgari Aluminium Gran Turismo Special Edition.